Welcome, welcome to my live. I'm here to answer your questions. If you have any questions, I'm taking this opportunity to reach out to me and ask your question. I'm going to do my best to help you. Hello, welcome everyone. Hey, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hi, nice to have you here. Feel free to ask any questions. Let's start, okay? It'll be an exciting one. Welcome. Nice to see all of you. Nice to see. Hello, hi, how you doing? So, you have any questions? Feel free and ask. Okay, I'm gonna do my best to answer them as fast as I can. Hello, from Texas. Nice. Gaining weight on the diet. Remember something. This is not a diet, okay, per se. It's a cleanse. And when we're trying to cleanse the body, we're not focusing on gaining weight. We're focusing on removing the obstructions to health. Okay, this is excess mucus and acids. So I don't consider this as a diet. I don't consider this as a weight gaining diet as well. If on the other hand you're trying to gain muscle mass or weight on a raw vegan diet, that can be done absolutely, but not on a cleanse. A cleanse, we're using oranges, lemons, etc. to heal the body. We're not using this to gain weight. Okay, remember that if you're thin and you can't gain weight, it's usually a malabsorption issue. You have mucus plaque in the small intestines. You're not absorbing nutrients as you should, and therefore you cannot gain weight as you would want. Also, check your adrenals and check your thyroid as well. Okay. Let's see. Hello. So many questions came in already. So I'm so glad you're all here. Nice to have you all here. How much take kidney flush? Kidney flush and kidney and iron plus tincture. These are tinctures. You take half a teaspoon. Okay, two to three times a day. Okay, on a 100% fruit diet. How can long fast cause hair loss? Yes, it's possible. Because here's a simple fact. It depends. I don't know what long is for you, but a fast, or it's a way of cleansing the body. And when you're cleaning the body, okay, let's talk about a moderate length fast, not excessive long one. The body will get rid of weak tissue, and if your hair follicles are weak, it will get rid of it for you. If the fast is very, very long, okay, in that case, the body is getting depleted of nutrients. But if it's a short-term fast and the body is healing itself, it will get rid of weak tissue, but it always rebuilds. So I don't advise anyone do a long fast. I advise that you go on a fruit-only diet and use the herbs. Especially in your case, I would use herbs for circulation tincture and neurological tincture to boost blood flow to the region, okay, as I'm detoxing the body. So yeah, it can cause it, but it's not, it usually regrows back and nicer and thicker, unless it's extended period of time. Someone asked, how is pineapple juice compared to lemon? Lemons are far superior, okay? Pineapples also, you want to make sure it's very, very ripe. Pineapples tend to be more on the acidic side when they're not ripe. And therefore, you always want to make sure that you have a ripe pineapple. And a way to test is when you pick up the pineapple, you put your fingers and pluck one of the leaves. It should come out easily. If it comes out easily, then that's a ripe pineapple, okay? But ideally, you want it ripe off the garden, or sorry, of the farm. The kidney tea, kidney tea is, someone says the kidney tea is working. Kidney tea is one of the best teas, in my opinion, out there. Very, very cleansing for the kidneys. Very, very strong, very powerful for the kidneys. Okay? You use it with the diet, and you're doing all you can to heal the kidneys. Let's see. That's a good question here. Hello, hi guys. How you doing? Welcome. Is the pressure on your temples related to lymph stagnation? Pressure on temple could be several things. Okay. Whenever you see any kind of pressure, yes, it's usually lymph. Usually, but it could be other factors in there. It could be an allergy. It could be there's so many factors involved. But very likely, yes, lymph pressure put pressure on the nerves, put pressure on blood supply, limited amount, and you can get these flare-ups. Okay, so make sure that you're detoxing 100% fruit diet, using the herbs for the kidneys, move the lymph system, use some kidney herbs, okay, and you do well. So someone says, hello Marabi, I got your book, thank you, it's amazing, from New York. Wow, thank you so much, I appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoying the book. Fantastic book, it will help you. The book is referring to, I'm pretty sure, is the Lemon Only Cleanse, or the other one, How to Heal Yourself Even When You Think You Can't. Okay, fantastic books on Amazon. It's on my profile link if you want to grab a copy. I want to do the lemon. Someone says, I want to do the lemon only protocol, but worried about getting heartburn from it. What should I do about it? First, try first and see. Why don't you try like to 2 lemons and see how you feel. And remember that the lemons are very aggressive healers, okay? What they will do is they will expose your weaknesses. So if you are coming from a standard American diet, I would not be jumping on a lemon-only diet. I would be going on a first a raw vegan diet. So maybe like a fruits for breakfast, for lunch, and then have a salad or steamed veggies, and do that for a few days or a week, and then move on to the fruits. Go like a grape-only diet, or even mixed fruits is fine. Doesn't matter. And then that's how I would progress. Do that for a week, and then me jump onto the lemon-only cleanse. Try it for a few days, 2-3 days, see how you feel, and then you can build up as you go along. Do not use your ego when you're trying to cleanse. Okay, just because somebody can do a 10-day lemon cleanse doesn't mean that you can, and doesn't go at your own pace. Do not use other people as your measure of success. You are individual. You have your own way of doing things, right? So you always want to make sure that it's nice and slow. Is what I always say. You always get a better effect. Okay, so yeah, what I would do in your case, I would go on transition, raw vegan diet for a few days, go to full mixed fruit diet, and then go into lemon-only cleanse, okay? How to stop heavy sweating. If you're sweating excessively, okay, it's an indication of your kidneys not working properly. It could also be your thyroid in part, but usually it's going to be your kidneys, because when the kidneys are suffering, meaning that they cannot filter out metabolic waste, they tend to use the skin. The skin takes the burden, sorry. And you say the excessive sweating. So it's an indication to you that your kidney filtration is to the weaker side, and this is an opportunity for you to go and fix it. If it were me, I'll be on a 20-day dark grape only diet, and I'll use the Fabulous 5 kidney tea and herbs, extra herbs for the kidneys, like the kidney flush tincture and the kidney 6 tea as well. And maybe add some dry fasting in there. You want kidney filtration. You want to move the lymph system with 100% fruit diet and fix things before it gets bad, okay? How to lose weight with rheumatoid arthritis. If you have the latter, if you have chronic joint issues, I would not be focusing on losing weight at this time. I would be focusing on getting the acids out of my system that are causing the damage, okay? So again, this is like I just covered the kidney issue before this. I would be 100% fruit diet, okay? Maybe grapes, apples, pears. These are nice sub-acid fruits, not really aggressive, super aggressive. And you can add the herbs. You need to cleanse the kidney. So kidney 6 tea, kidney flush tincture, the Fabulous 5, clean the bowels, clean all the endocrine glands, use endocrine tincture, and then stay at it. But this is a chronic issue, and it will take you a bit of time when you're dealing with chronic joints. Okay, it's going to take you time, because remember, you got here. It took you decades to get here, if not longer. It depends on how old you are, it takes a while to get rid of acids in your system. But you need kidney filtration, so focus on kidney filtration. Very important. Okay. Let's see. Best remedy for taking post-antibiotics, where now I'm seeing some candida. Oops. So you see, what happens when you take such medications is that it tends to destroy all the bacteria in your system. And bacteria, fungus, any kind of pathogens, they are attracted to a system that needs them, or is, for lack of better words, the terrain is created that attracts these pathogens. For instance, bacteria is there to break down proteins, undigested proteins. Fungus, on a broad sense, are there to break down complex sugars that you cannot break down. The body cannot break down itself. And virals are there to target weak cells, to mark weak cells out. Okay, so don't give them the terrain for them to be there. So if you had this issue, you want to make sure that your lymph system is moving, because the lymph system, if it's stagnant, is the perfect breeding ground for these things. So make sure you're filtering to your kidneys, make sure you're moving the lymph system, and to rebalance your gut. Once you clean the body and you do a detox, the body will by itself put the bacteria it needs in there. Let's put it this way: no one goes outside to the septic tank and seeds the septic tank. The bacteria is attracted to it immediately. That's what they're there for. My point is, don't make the septic tank too dirty, attract the wrong kind of pathogens and too much of them, okay? But I would cleanse my whole body. I would be on a raw vegan diet, and I'll be using the herbs, the Fabulous 5 kidney tea. I'd also take lymphatic herbs as well to move the lymph system, okay? I experienced I experience pain, so acid reflux after the 7 of all fruit smoothies. Okay, if that's your case, go on to green drinks and use the herbs. Okay, because the fruits, the only is showing you what's in there, and if you're getting this kind of acid reflux, I'm telling you that interstitially speaking, it's building up even more and more, and it's going to get to a point where it's going to be a chronic condition. So you want to get those acids out of you quickly. So green drinks and the herbs, like the Fabulous 5 kidney tea, the bowel tincture, and the bowel strength bowel cleanser. Clean the bowels. Take some aloe vera shots. Fresh aloe vera. You can scrape it in the supermarket and just drink them. You can also take a marshmallow. Take a teaspoon of marshmallow root, and at night put it into maybe like 24 to 32 ounces of water, and it's cold. And let it sit in there. And in the morning, drink the water. The water is kind of like a glue-like texture. A gooey-like texture, and what it does is it coats your insides, and it's anti-inflammatory and very soothing. So that can help you as you address the main cause. Okay. So someone says, I ate 1 lemon today and lemon water. Should I eat any fruits or just keep on the lemon cleanse? It's my first day of lemon cleanse. Jamie, I don't know what your diet was like before it, but if you're feeling okay with it and you don't have any kind of reactions, then you can continue. Otherwise, I would just, like I said, transition, go on a raw vegan diet or high fruit diet, say fruits breakfast, lunch, fruits for breakfast, fruits for lunch, and dinner have a salad, and do that for a week, and then you can transition more effectively to a lemon-only cleanse. Okay. So I see there's quite a few questions. I want to get a good one. They're all good, mind you, but because I get so many, I want to make sure that it's efficient. How would I bring back my sense of smell? If your smell has all of a sudden disappeared, it's usually because of mucus congestion in the lungs, but more specifically in the sinuses. Okay, that means your nose, your eyes, your ears. So you want to take steps to cleanse it. You can take some garlic, boil the garlic. Okay. And you can use that as a steam inhalation. So you cover your hair with like a towel, and you inhale it, and you breathe it gently. Okay, make sure it's not too hot, and it's going to clean up your sinuses and disinfect anything. You can also put peppermint oil in there and eucalyptus oil. That will help break the sinus congestion. You can do a neti pot with eucalyptus oil. That will clean the nose. Okay, you can chew horseradish root to make the mucus come out, so it's full of mucus. And break that congestion. Do some hot and cold compress the back of the head. You can do the neurolymphatic massages. Do some ear candling. Do some eye washes. Open up all the avenues in the head region, and get the acids out. Clean the gut. Use some enemas. Use the bowel strength tincture. Use the bowel cleanser. Make sure your kidneys are filtering. Move the lymph system. I would be on a lemon-only cleanse because it's very powerful for moving mucus. Okay, and that should give you relief. You should get your sense of smell back pretty soon. Okay, it's mucus congestion is what it is. Yeah. Can a half-damaged kidney be restored all through fruits and veggies and herbs? Yes, it can, absolutely. You put it in the right environment, the body will self-heal. Remember that the tools are the fruits and the herbs. The fruits and the herbs are not the healers. The healer is the body. The body is a self-healer. So that what we do when we use the fruits and herbs and some dry fasting is we're putting the body in the environment where it can heal itself. That's all we're doing, okay? The body is the healer. The divine God or whoever you recognize created the body to be a self-healer. It heals itself. All you need to do is put it in the right environment. So it doesn't matter what you're trying to heal, so long as it's not too far gone. And even so, sometimes even if you think it's far gone, it can still be repaired. I would never give up on anything. I would try. I would always try. Absolutely. If it were me, I'm in this position, I'll be on a 100% fruit diet, like a dark grape only diet, 30-day dark grape only diet, Fabulous 5 kidney tea, and I would use extra herbs for the kidneys, like kidney 6 tincture, and clean the bowels, move the endocrine gland, work on the endocrine glands, fix the whole body. Okay, but extra herbs for the kidneys. Okay, the diet is crucial though. You cannot be eating cooked foods, and you cannot be having animal protein or any kind of protein for that matter, even nut protein. It's very bad for the kidneys. Does the body need protein to survive? Yes, it does, but the simple protein, okay, not complex proteins. The body needs simple chemistry. That's what it's designed for. When you put any kind of complex chemistry, this could be nuts, this could be beans, this could be definitely the animal products for sure. It's complex chemistry, and the body has to take its time to break it down. You notice that these foods take up to 4 to 6 hours to digest. Whereas when you consume fruits, it's 15 to 30 minutes digestion. The body is not designed, it's actually, think of it as a food processing factory. Okay, and its job is to process foods. So, like any factory, if you put food material in there that's corrosive and that's abrasive and very complex, what's going to happen to the machine? It's going to get tired, it's going to break, there's a lot of friction. If you put very simple chemistry in the body, the chemistry they can use, like the fruits and the raw veggies and green drinks specifically, you put in simple chemistry, high energy, high nutrient dense food in you, and the body and the machine is happy. Okay, you put anything complex, the body has to work hard for it. You want to be preparing the body. You don't want to be digesting a lot of food. That's why less is more when it comes to detox, because you want all the energy, all the resources to be spent in healing the body and repairing, not in digesting food. Okay, so yes, you need protein, simple protein and amino acids, and all you need is in the fruits and veggies. Just a sidetrack note though, mother's milk is 1% protein, and at this stage of development, the human baby needs all the energy and resources it can get, and mother's milk is 1% of protein. The fruits and veggies is 0.9 to 1% protein as well. It's not a coincidence that the two are very similar. Okay, the kind of recommended protein that they tell us to take is very bad for you and it will harm your kidneys in the long run. I've seen it through experience. I'm not just making it up. Vertigo remedies and teas. If you have vertigo, it's mucus in the head region affecting the mastoid medulla cerebellum. Okay, that's what is happening. You have mucus in your head, which means that your whole head is congested. Means the whole body is compromised with stagnant mucus and acids. You want to clean the bowels. Head sits on the GI tract. It's got to be clean. Do enemas, herbs for the bowels. You want to clean the sinuses. Very important. I just covered it, so I'll repost the video. You can watch it. And make sure that the sinuses are clean. Work on kidney filtration. You need to see kidney filtration. You need to move the lymph system with 100% fruit diet. I'll be on a dark grape only diet. Okay, herbs, Fabulous 5 herbs, kidney tea, endocrine herbs, lymphatic herbs. Okay, you can reach out to me for a protocol. I'll help you and guide you. Okay, the best as I can. See, quite a few good questions here. Someone says how to heal hemorrhoids. If you have hemorrhoids, varicose veins, spider veins, you bruise easily, you have brittle nails, this is a parathyroid weakness. Your parathyroid is what makes use of calcium. When it's weak, it can't make use of calcium, you're going to have these effects. Okay, so you got to repair the parathyroid gland. But if the parathyroid gland is down, why is it down or weak? It's because you have mucus and acids affecting the gland. And if your parathyroid is weak, 100%, the rest of the glands are weak as well, because mucus affects everything. It's systemic. Okay, it just so happens that your parathyroid is the weakest link, and so it's being expressed then more. So again, same procedure. You would need a parathyroid glandula, definitely herbs for the parathyroid and endocrine glands. Clean the bowels, clean the kidneys. You need kidney filtration, move the lymph system, and then you see clean the sinuses, because it's right here in the throat here. You don't want any mucus or acids stuck there affecting the parathyroid and the thyroid. And if I were you, I'll get an eye reading to identify which gland is off, because sometimes it's the pituitary gland that controls the pineal gland, and sorry, not pineal, but the parathyroid, and you might want to address the pituitary gland as well as the parathyroid. Let's see. Someone says, how long have you been living on juice only? I don't live on juice only. Okay, my typical diet is breakfast as juices, because you want to put very simple chemistry in the morning. You don't want complex chemistry. At lunchtime, it would be grapes, melons, any kind of fruit. And dinner time usually is salads or some alkaline vegan cooked. Okay, that's on a regular basis. And of course, occasionally I'll have my treats, which is usually I like Chinese, vegan Chinese and vegan Indian food are my favorites. Okay, but this is not a normal thing, a regular thing. When I'm detoxing, on the other hand, yes, I can use 100% raw fruits mostly. Okay, and some green drinks. Someone says the lemon cleanse literally changed my life. Don't hesitate to try it. You're absolutely right. Thank you for sharing it. Okay, it's one of the most powerful detoxes you can do. Is the lemon only cleanse. Okay, very, very powerful. I was so convinced by it that I wrote the book on it. Okay, and you can see it's only 37 pages long. That's how short it is. But I made it so concise that when you read it, you know how to do it, how to start it, how to end it, how to extend it, all the frequently asked questions, the herbs to use. I actually list the herbs for you, so you can get your own herbs, okay? I did everything in here for you because I was so convinced in the power of the lemons in healing. I've seen so many things happen with it in a good way, in healing, that I said I had to put this in a book format. Okay, so make sure you grab your own copy as well. It's called the Lemon Undiluted Cleanse, but I mean, as a subtitle, but it's actually called How to Lose Weight Even When You Think You Can't. Okay, and it's absolutely worth it for you to get it and read it, because once you have the information, it's always for you and stuck in your head. You can help yourself and help others. Okay, which is very important. So, okay, best foods to get B12, protein, iron. B12, I like mushrooms. Okay, that tends to be of the highest place for the vegetables. And if you're really concerned about B12, really, I think a big fuss has been made about it. But you should fix the adrenals, because that's what's going to be making use of the B12 anyways. Okay, so focus on your adrenals. But if you need to supplement on B12 because you feel comfortable doing so, use a vegan version of it. Protein, I don't seek out protein. I don't supplement with protein at all. I get my protein from green drinks and in the fruits, simple protein and simple amino acids in the protein, in the fruits and the veggies. So all you need is in there. You don't need excess. Okay, iron. Again, iron. If you have a low iron, again, it's your adrenals. See, it's no coincidence that you'll have an issue with B12 and iron. It's because it's interconnected. So fix your adrenals for the iron. But the herbs like yellow dock, bladderwrack, burdock root, these are all fantastic. They give you all the iron you need. You can have spinach. Any dark green vegetable has adequate amounts of iron in there. And the iron is bioavailable, which means it's readily used by the body. Okay. Let's see. So good question. I find a good one here for all of us. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are detoxing and having fun at it at the same time. All right, it's a good question. I have severe eczema, but I'm 100 pounds now. I look scary skinny. Should I stay on 100% foods? I feel like I will lose more weight if I stay on this diet. If you have severe eczema, this is sewage under your skin. That's what it is. Okay, and it also tells me indirectly that your kidneys are not filtering out waste properly. So the skin takes the burden, tries to eliminate the waste. You can treat this all you want, and you can run away from it all you want, but you cannot actually run away from it, because it's internal and it's deep. It's kidney filtration. You need kidney filtration, and the fruits are one of the best ways of doing this. You can also go on dry fasting and water fasting, but there's no calories there at all. So if you're that thin, I'll ask you to check your eyes and see around your pupil. There will be a dark line there, thick tube-like line there. That tells you you're malabsorbed. And if you're malabsorbed, you better take steps to fix it. Okay, you need to use herbs and a cleanse to remove it, because that's preventing you from absorbing nutrients. And you're skinny on the diet because the diet is trying to cleanse things up, and it's low calories. But if you went on any other diet and forgot about it or pretended that it wasn't there, it's going to lead to more serious issues later on. Okay, so check your eyes, make sure you're not malabsorbed. And if you're not malabsorbed, then you can always go on heavy fruits like bananas, coconuts, avocados. These are fantastic heavy fruits. They're not the best detoxifiers, but they are still nutrient rich and dense and provide you all the mineral and vitamins you need as well. I would also add some greens like alfalfa. Alfalfa is fantastic. It's very bulky. Horses, you used to give it to horses to bulk up, and it has about 97 different minerals in it or something like that. Okay, so that you can use dark green vegetables. You can have alkaline vegan cooked. So there's so many ways you can bulk up, but I don't think bulking up is your problem here. Since you have eczema, you have skin issues, you have kidney, you gotta address your kidneys and fix your kidneys. If you reach out to me, I'll give you, I can send you a protocol to help you address these issues for you. Okay. Someone says, how do you feel about jalapeno peppers, tomatoes, garlic, and purple onions? Benefits. All these things you've mentioned have some benefits. Okay, have some benefits. The tomatoes, not so sure. I mean, it's not the best food for you, but it's not the most harmful either. Peppers are great for circulation. Period. You in moderation. Garlic, fantastic way of it's nature's antibiotic. Literally, if you in natural healing, there's a way to if you have the onset of a cold or flu-like symptom, to actually address it. You will boil garlic with onions okay, and you drink it, and literally it soothes, and it's like a natural defense, a natural way of defending your body against any kind of bacteria or any, mostly bacterial or viral infections that are acute, not severe ones. Okay, so it has a lot of benefits. It's great for you can put on a wound, a little bit of it with oil. Great for your teeth and mouth. So many benefits. Onions are the same thing. Onions are great poultice. Has antimicrobial benefits in there as well. So they all have benefits, but how you use them, and and is the key. It's not a matter of if everything's bad. Everything in moderation it can be good to some extent, but everything excessive is bad. Can I use chaga mushroom tea while detoxing? Yes, you can. It's a fantastic mushroom. It has a lot of benefits in there for you. So it has a lot of immune factors in there that will boost your immunity. Okay, very good for you. What hair tincture is best when your hair is thinning? The best to use for thinning hair. Bear in mind, you should always approach hair loss or hair growth as a systemic thing. Always. It's not about taking a few pills here and there and then everything's okay. But if you're looking for tincture for blood flow to the scalp, that's the circulation 1 tincture and the neurological 1 tincture are the best you can use for the hair. I use it twice a day personally myself. Okay, I feel it's very important. I use the brain neurological one. It's there to strengthen the brain and nervous system. Also boosts blood flow to the scalp, and the circulatory 1 tincture is great for blood flow to the scalp. So those two I use. But you gotta clean the gut. You gotta clean your sinuses, because hair loss acidosis affects the glands that produce hormones as well. So you gotta cleanse the whole body. Okay, 100% fruit diet. Add some green drinks in there. You can also take horsetail tea. Okay, depending take the tea all through the day, and it's fantastic for your hair because it has silica in there as well. I have a protocol I can send to you if you wish. You can just reach out to me. Do you think cracking your knuckles can create arthritis or does damage your knuckles? If you do it persistently, yes, right, it would, because you are creating abnormal action on it, right? And especially if your diet is not good and you're generating activity there. The activity is generating acids, right? And if you're not removing the acids properly because your lymph system is stagnant or your kidneys are not filtering, it over time will start eroding the joints, etc. So yeah, I wouldn't be doing that. Okay, and make sure your diet you're on a good alkaline diet. Let's see. My knees are swollen. Fluid taken off my knee. So I guess you're seeing a doctor, which is good. Okay, so they're removing the fluid from your knee. I don't know if you had an injury or anything like that, or you just swelled. So I can't really address it. If, for instance, like it just swelled, it's usually your knees usually is tied to your kidneys. Okay. In natural healing, we tie the knees, knee pain, lower back pain, usually tied to the kidneys. And when you see any kind of swelling, this inflammation is lymphatic stagnation. And that means the kidneys are not filtering out metabolic waste or damaged tissue out fast enough. So you want to be detoxing 100% fruit diet and using herbs for the kidneys, for the entire body, but extra herbs for the kidneys and adrenals. Very important. Adrenals fight inflammation, so make sure you're on adrenal herbs as well. Okay, and that should go. Food combining. Okay, well, in general, food combining in general, you don't want to be combining your foods, because when you combine foods, they all break down at a certain rate. For instance, proteins and starches, they tend to take about 4 to 5 hours to break down. Fruits take about 15 to 30 minutes. If you combine if you combine fruits and starches and proteins, you have trouble now. Okay, because the fruits will digest quickly, and you'll be sitting on the protein and starches, and you ferment. You attract fungus, and also protein and starches don't mix well. Sorry, I made a mistake. Protein takes far longer to digest, so you combine protein and starches. Again, it's going to cause fermentation. Okay, and that's bad for you. That's why a mono cleanse, fruit cleanse, is the best thing you can use in cleansing, because 15 minutes to 30 minutes to digest food is nothing, and the body can take its time to heal itself. Whereas if you combine the fruits with other foods, or if you combine any other foods together, even vegetables and fruits, they have different times of breaking down. The vegetable takes far longer to break down than the fruits. So ideally, you want to have a mono fruit diet, especially when you're cleansing. Okay, but I know it's not realistic. All of us, we live in a society where we combine foods and we eat for pleasure, etc., and that requires combination of foods. So yeah, ideally, don't combine your foods. realistic speaking, it tends to be hard to do so. How to get rid of strong smelling urine. If your urine is smelling, if it's sweet, it could be a sign of oncoming blood sugar issues. If it smells really strong, it could be dehydration. But it's also an indication of a high protein breakdown. So it could also mean that your kidneys are moving are getting weak. So you need to work on your kidneys quickly. I would go, like, if it were me, I'll go on a watermelon only cleanse for several reasons. Number one, it's very hydrating. Number two, it flushes the kidneys. Okay, and if you can even take the watermelon seeds and crush it and make a tea out of it and drink it all day. Fantastic way of cleansing the kidneys. It's one of the herbal remedies used of old that is very powerful in how it works. Watermelon only cleanse, and take the seeds, crush it, make a tea of the seeds, and you'll be doing all you can to cleanse the kidneys. I would use herbs though. I'll use the Fabulous 5, the kidney tea, and use a kidney flush tincture extra and a kidney 6 tea as well to hit it hard, okay? And work on your adrenals, very important. Whenever you have any kidney problems, always reference your adrenals, focus on your adrenals, okay? How long should a detox last? A detox should last as long as it's needed for you to heal the body. Okay, for most people, if you don't have a chronic issue, it's going to take you, a good detox period would be, I would say, anywhere from 8 to 14 weeks. If it's chronic, it can go far longer than that. Okay, but the question is the wrong question. The question is, what do I need to do to get myself better? And the question is, do whatever it takes, right? And you can gauge your success by how you feel. See, at the end of the day, it's how you feel, and you have to keep on digging deep, though, especially if you have a chronic condition. Okay. Emmy, I answered your question already. Okay, about the kidneys and if it can be restored, and I said yes, but you can always reach out to me if you wish. Let's see. Good question. How do I get rid of fat in the liver? You have to understand why fat would accumulate in the liver, okay, a fatty liver. Of course, there's a version where you drink alcohol and you get fatty liver, but I'm talking about both cases. It only occurs in a very acidic body when acidosis is present. This means your kidneys are not filtering, your lymph system is not moving. And the body will use fat or any kind of alkaline chemistry, calcium, doesn't matter what it is, to bind to acids to protect you. And in the liver's case, it's usually going to be fat. So if you want to remove this, you have to address the cause of it, which means the body is not alkaline. You got to get the body alkaline. Get the body to an alkaline state, and you'll be able to to remove the actual cause of the fatty liver. Fatty liver comes about because the body is acidic, because you're not getting rid of acids. The body takes the acids, binds to alkaline material, and it creates both stones and fat. So stones for kidneys, stones for the gallbladder, for tonsils, and usually fatty liver is the cause. So I would be 100% fruit diet. I'll use herbs for the entire body, but extra herbs for the kidneys. Okay, always kidneys. As you can see, everything's pointing to the kidneys, and this is because the kidneys are the doorway to your health. It's the primary way of removing metabolic waste. And if it's damaged or is not working efficiently, the acids that it's supposed to remove via the lymphatic system backs up. And these acids will start affecting tissue, organ, and glands. Excess mucus is produced, mucus suffocates the cells. It's always kidneys, lymphatic system, adrenals, those three. And that's why we have the Fabulous 3T, Fab3, because of the kidneys, adrenals, lymphatic system are crucial when you're trying to heal the body. You got to address those, okay? Good question. I covered the hemorrhoids, stomach bloating. Someone says, how can I deal with my stomach bloating? If your stomach bloats all of a sudden, it's usually your pancreas is weak, your liver and pancreas. These are what's responsible for digestion mostly. Also, your bowels maybe have interstitial lymphatic congestion in your bowel, okay? It's affecting production of acids, or there's an imbalance between the acids and the sodium bicarbonate production. So this creates a bloating. You're not digesting food properly, and the bloat comes there. It could also be sulfur in the gut. If you take a lot of medication, usually there's remnants of sulfur, and if the sulfur can act up, especially if you eat foods that will interact with the sulfur, and this will cause bloating, okay, severe bloating. So this process is the same: alkalize the whole body, cleanse the whole body. Use herbs for the bowels, use herbs for the pancreas, use herbs for the liver, and address the whole body as a whole, but focus on those with extra herbs. That's it, and cleanse it up. It should go away. Sometimes though, you might need a pancreas glandula. Okay, if your pancreas has been beaten up so bad, you might need a kickstart, and you can use a glandula to kickstart it. If you reach out to me, I'll be able to help you even better. Okay. Can toenail fungus disappear with detox, and how long will it take? Yes, it can, absolutely. If for me, I used to have it for a long time. I used to have it almost like 19, I think 15 to 19. Let me know the exact years, but it was years and years and years. And I went to every single doctor asking for like medication to fix it, and nothing ever happened. And I remember for me that the turning point was when the doctor told me that if you take this pill, at least he was honest, it's going to damage your liver. And I said to him, you know what? I don't want to damage my liver. I'd rather keep the toe fungus. Okay, and when I stumbled onto raw veganism, and I did my toes began to get better. I did a raw vegan diet. I was doing it for a long time, and my toes started to improve on its own. However, I got far better results when I went to all fruit diet, and I used lots and lots of antimicrobial herbs. Okay, the antimicrobial tincture, and I used it. I think, to be honest with you, I wasn't paying attention to it, so I was, you don't look at your toes that often, I guess, unless you need to cut your nails, right? And then one day I remember looking at my toes and noticed that it's completely disappeared. So it took about what 15 to 16 whatever years to manifest and to be treated, and it took about, I would say, 3 to 4 months, okay, with the high fruit diet and lots of herbs for it to go completely, okay? Because this is a systemic thing. It's not a localized thing. Even though it appears locally, it's inside, it's deep inside. So you need antimicrobial herbs to address it. But you also have to focus on the adrenals, because the adrenals is what is responsible for the sugar, okay, sugar metabolism. And if it's weak, you can't metabolize sugar, it attracts candida, fungus. Okay? And then you have this issue, fungal overgrowth. So work on your adrenals, work on your kidneys, take antimicrobial herbs, 100% fruit diet, raw vegan diet at the very least, and stay persistent. It can take you a few months, but it's well worth the journey. Because once it starts repairing, everything fixed out beautifully. Like it's fantastic when you see it. Absolutely amazing. Let's see. What's good for? What's a good? Oh, I covered the hair growth, hair loss. I covered it already. Okay, so. Is the Fabulous 5 a whole body cleanse? I use the Fabulous 5 as the base because it addresses the kidneys, the adrenals, the lymphatic system, the endocrine glands, and the bowels. So it's the one thing, if you can't afford the rest, to use because it's comprehensive. See? And I will use the kidney tea with it. Okay? I'll keep it very, very simple. And I'll change the diet, 100% fruit diet, and use those two. If you can't afford the rest of the herbs, and if you just want a general detox, that's what you use, okay? It's comprehensive. It covers the major systems that needed for the body to eliminate properly, okay? Waste properly. And when you eliminate waste properly, the body can fix itself because the body now is more on the alkaline side. The body can't heal itself when it's more to the acidic side. You start getting scarring and all those things, it's bad. What's the difference between your kidney tea? So we have kidney 6 tea and we have kidney tea. There are different herbs in it, period. The kidney 6 is more of I would say a diuretic, whereas the other one is more of a balance. Kidney tea is more balanced. They're both fantastic. I like the kidney 6 because it's in powder form, and also I can put in juices and put in water, and I just love the effects of it, that's all. But kidneys are very important. I would use both if you can afford it. Okay. See, does grape fasting cause deficiencies? No, it doesn't cause deficiencies. Okay, it will not. Remember why you're doing this. You're doing this as a cleanse. We're not doing this as a lifestyle. Okay, this is not a lifestyle channel. This is a channel for cleansing and moving the body and lymph system. It's temporary. It's temporary. You cleanse the body and then you can add balance to your life. It's not going to cause you to be deficient though. Grapes are one of the most powerful foods you can eat on the planet, period. If there's one fruit I could take that I would live for the rest of my life on, it would be grapes. It has everything you need in there. Very, very powerful fruit, sorry. It's a berry, obviously, but very powerful, okay? You're not deficient in anything. If you're deficient in anything because your adrenals are weak, okay, you can put all the supplements in there, and if your adrenals are weak, you can't make use of them. You're wasting your time anyways, and money. Okay. You gotta fix your adrenals, very important. Someone says, I'm wanting to have kids soon and want to raise my children raw vegan. Is that common? That's fantastic. That's a blessing on your part, okay? because the kids that come out of a raw vegan child, I remember hearing a story about a midwife. So a fruitarian had been went to give birth, and the midwife was saying this is the most clean, the most easiest delivery she's ever witnessed in her life. Okay, the baby just kind of like popped out. It was almost clean. Okay, and the healing process afterwards was remarkable, to say the least. And I mean, this was someone's account, a midwife's account of it. And a raw vegan diet provides you all the nutrients and vitamins you and your child need, but also more importantly, it's not mucus forming, so you're not going to be creating mucus and giving your child the mucus, excess mucus secretion, because whatever you eat, the child gets as well. If you eat high protein foods and starches, you're going to be given a lot of mucus congestion to your child. Okay, so if it were me, if it was my child, I would recommend that the child, the mother and the child, be on a high fruit, raw vegan diet at the very least. And if you're not pregnant, you should use the herbs before you get pregnant. Okay, let's see. Quite a few questions, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys for coming on. It means a lot to me that you come on, and I wish I could answer every single question of yours. I really do, but unfortunately I can't. But you feel free to reach out to me. Keep on asking the questions, and I will get to you. But let me just take a good question here. Best thing to clean your colon. If you want to clean your colon, you should literally go on a raw vegan diet. Preferably, especially if you're constipated, I would go on green drinks and juices. I wouldn't put any solid fiber in me when I'm constipated, especially because you want the minimal amount of food. You want high density, high nutrient foods in your system without clogging it up. And then you want to use herbs for your bowels. You want to do some enemas. Okay, and you want to clean the whole shoot basically. And you can use psyllium husk, bentonite clay, and activated charcoal with herbs. We have it on our site. It's called Bowel Cleanser, and you use that on a daily basis. And what it does is it goes in there, and the herbs pool at the mucus plaque, and cleanse it. And over time, you keep on pulling out all the debris that's stuck in there, and the bowels become very clean. And when the bowels are clean, then that's when you start to be very healthy and very vibrant, because you have clean bowels. Very important, the bowels. Very, very important to clean. You should always focus on the bowels. Always use the herbs for the bowels. Enemas, but remember, it's kidney as well, because if the kidneys are not filtering, the acids generated by the cells in the bowels can have nowhere to go, and it's going to cause you interstitial lymphatic congestion, constipation, and can burn you. So remember, it's a systemic thing. Extra herbs on the bowels, cleanse the bowels with the enemas, etc., and give it a little bit of time, and you do very well. Okay. So someone says, can you post where I can get the books? My books, right now, on my bio link right now, there's a link tree there, and it takes you directly to the books. Okay, so we have two books. I have the one, How to Lose Weight Even When You Think You Can't. Okay, it's a lemon undiluted cleanse, very, very powerful, one of my favorites. It's only 37 pages long. Okay, and we have the yellow version. Okay, this was almost like it was a mistake in print, and it's also on Amazon. Okay, it's a lemon only cleanse. And we also have the first one I ever wrote, How to Heal Yourself Even When You Think You Can't. Okay, all these are on Amazon. You can just follow the profile link and grab a copy. It's really, really worth it, and you will learn stuff, and it'll be yours. It'll be like in your head. You can heal yourself, and help other people, which is a blessing. Okay, remember that. And when you're trying to heal, let's keep it very, very simple. It's fruits and herbs. This is the entire teaching. The problem is that the herbs, you cannot know which one to use, because you need to be a herbalist, obviously. But it's that simple, fruit and herbs. And that's why we have the formulas made for you already. So all you need to do is just fruits and herbs, simple, right? Always start with the Fabulous 5, okay, at the very least, the base. Okay, and you want to use the kidney tea at the very least. And stick on your 100% fruit diet and give it time, and you're going to do well. Of course, you might need modifications in terms of herbs. If you have a liver issue, then you might take herbs for the liver. You have an issue of the kidneys, extra herbs for the kidneys, but the base is always the same. It's always the Fabulous 5, the kidney tea is the base, and you add on to that. But the diet, 100% fruit diet is crucial. Remember that you are where you are because you've been eating the wrong foods, like it or not. Over time, you are here now, trying to detoxify your body and heal your body, and you just have to change the diet. That's number one. Step number one, change the diet. Step number two, get on the herbs. Step number three, patience, time, a little bit of time, and not a lot of time either, and you start doing well. Okay, guys, I want to thank you so much. I have to go, but I will jump in again. Thank you. I really appreciate you being there. Thank you for taking the time watching this, and I appreciate you watching it. and I will do my best to help you the best way I can. It makes me so happy to help you, really, really happy. It's what fuels me. And so thank you again. And if I didn't get to you, please reach out to me, direct message me. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, I'm on even on Pinterest. Okay, so make sure you join my Telegram group. Okay, so on my bio, the Telegram group, basically I notify you before I go live. So it's very important. It's on my bio. Jump and sign up. You get notifications and important posts. I'll post it there as well. And join my Facebook group. You know, we have a lot of support there, a lot of success stories, people helping each other. It's really a lot of love and attention there. So make sure you're part of it as well, okay? And you know, and we're here to help each other, and you will do very well eventually. Just stick to the path. Okay, thank you again and bless you.